Yo, what's up guys? We have a friend here, probably the first on one of these types of videos that we've been doing for a while in Tokyo right now. What's up? We wanna introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am Chuku Awuchi. I've known Scott for a while, so I'm glad to be part of his video that he's having, and I can't wait to get this started.
Yeah, we've done a lot of video stuff together actually in the past in a different channel for we talked a lot about like TV shows, anime and all that stuff.
Yep.
Called Imagine Blue. We haven't done that in a while, but but it's probably my fault. But
Yeah.
but there's the sky tree, I think.
Yeah, right there.
It
That
looks
is the
dope.
sky tree,
Let's actually do a quick shot of it.
for sure.
Yo, it's about to get darker.
You may want to come over here.
This side. Okay.
Yeah.
But overall, I wanted to ask Chuku like how his trip was, because he's been in Tokyo for what, like 5 days?
Almost 5. I think 4 days specifically.
Yeah. So how's it been, man? What do you think?
Overall, it's just been an amazing experience. I would say like the food is nowhere lower than an 8, but mostly times it's like a 9. The people are really cool. It's just such a beautiful place, and every time I'm here, it's just like I discover new stuff I want to do. Like just today, he was showing me the temples, and I'm just thinking to myself like, damn,
We saw Sensoji
yeah,
because we're close to Asakusa right now.
yeah. So I'm just thinking like, damn, man, like now I wish I could stay here even longer, but unfortunately I'm leaving tomorrow, so it's just I'm enjoying what I have. But yeah, I love it all together, honestly.
We were talking a lot, and Chuku basically said like the biggest lesson was spend more time here. And for me, I'm still generally newer to Tokyo, so I have a lot I need to learn as well. So I'm glad I'm spending the time I'm going to spend here and get to know the place, because honestly, it's amazing. Like, this is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's just very beautiful right now. Really, really beautiful. Yeah, like if I had to say there's anything criticizing or any criticism I have of this place, it's just that besides the fact that you need to spend more time, because if you're just here for a couple of days, you're gonna miss things out. Like for example, I'm from California, so the flight was 12 hours. So me coming here, leaving on a Wednesday, I basically came here late on Thursday. So you definitely want to plan that out as well with certain things. Like you have to schedule certain things ahead of time. If you don't, you're just gonna miss it. But the other thing I would say is the train is such a learning curve. If you don't really know Japanese, it's going to be sort of a challenge. Yeah, it's going to be sort of a challenge trying to get over the train stations and figuring it out. I mean, it's self-explanatory, and the cool thing is people can teach you and help you where to get by. But don't be surprised if you're trying to go left and you accidentally go south, and it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that is the only thing I could say was an issue for me. It's just.
And buses too. Like the first time, even one of my friends who's Japanese has gotten like mixed up with the trains and the buses as well. They get lost as well.
Yeah.
One of my friends gets lost a lot actually. Whenever we're together, she's Japanese and she's lived her whole life.
Yeah.
So it's like it is confusing in general, even if you did know the Japanese, basically.
I think we're supposed to go over here to get to that bridge.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I've gotten lost as well, even despite like having been to language school for 6 months in Kyoto. Like the Tokyo subway station is way more confusing, like so much more confusing. But I think I'm getting the handle of it now that I'm here.
I think we're going here and then
that way?
going over.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to the Kirby Cafe right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like we wanted to see a lot of things like the Kirby Cafe and what was Tokyo Tower? No, not Tokyo Tower. Shibuya, something in Shibuya.
It should be a sky.
Shibuya Sky, there you go.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And all of it was booked.
Yeah, literally.
I knew about the Kirby Cafe, but I didn't know about the Shibuya Sky. But you gotta book things so ahead of time.
Yeah.
Even during this season where there's less tourism.
Yeah.
In February.
Yeah, and then another small gripe was the hotel staying in Shinjuku, the Wi-Fi just kind of went out. So I kind of find that a little bit.
Yeah, that sucks.
It sucked.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like the hotel you're staying at, I don't feel like it's top notch, or it's like I've been to a lot of places. I've stayed at a lot of different places, and like I feel like it's okay. Yours is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially me being tall too, it's like the space of it is like, I'm barely like bending over and all this stuff.
Yeah, you have
and all
such a
that.
small restroom. So
Like,
I guess like
literally.
choose where you live
Yeah.
carefully. Like that's definitely a big decision that's gonna change your experience a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Or just be a short keen. Short keens win in Japan.
but what's your out of all the experiences you've had, like what's sort of like some of your favorite stuff?
Okay, definitely on top would be the go-kart racing, which you need to have a permit. Like you need to have at least a driver's permit, or if you live in Japan, just be able to have a driver's license. But
Yeah, so you gotta like do an international license
yeah,
type of thing, like in California.
Yeah,
Or
but
in wherever
you're
state or country you're in.
but for California, it's not hard. All you really have to do is just go to like AAA, ask them, I need an international permit. And it's just like it's really short. They just take a picture of you, you pay $30 and you get your international permit. So it's not like you have to redo the driving test or anything like that. So it's not too tough, but it's worth it. The go-kart racing stuff was just amazing because you're literally driving in the street and whatnot of Tokyo and you're just having fun. And it's long. Like it's not something where it's like, you just do one lap, you're down. No, you're just like driving around. So it's really worth it. I would
Nice.
recommend it.
I haven't done that experience yet, so I definitely gotta check it out at some point.
So that was a highlight. Food, especially what's it called, Ichiran. I know that's kind of generic, but
No, Ichiran is good. I like Ichiran, honestly.
yeah, but that one is really top tier. Just any food here has just been really highlight stuff. I just love like a lot of the locations. I love a lot of just the artifacts,
Architecture, right?
architecture, all
Yeah.
that. I just appreciate it more and more. And it's just, again, the biggest downfall is just try to spend more than 2 weeks here if you can. If you can spend more days, the more you can spend, the better, because there's just so much out there. And it's
Yeah,
like
for
you're
real.
learning,
Like why do you think I wanted to stay here for longer?
Exactly.
Because I know it takes time to really get to know a place and like really feel like it becomes like a part of you, like a part of your memories, a part of like a true, real, fun experience. I mean, you can definitely have that in a short amount of time, but like it just hits so much different when you're taking your time while doing it.
Yeah.
Versus like rushing to see everything,
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing. Like, for example, we had some stuff planned out today. We may not get to it, but at least we were able to enjoy the things we've done. As opposed to like yesterday when we were trying to do the most we can. I mean, I enjoyed it, but not as much as I've enjoyed today. Like, I feel like I'm enjoying today a little bit more.
Yeah,
Not-
because it's a bit more chill in a way.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not like, even when I'm saying that I didn't enjoy or I enjoy stuff more today, I'm not saying that yesterday wasn't enjoyable at all. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. But it's like Japan, it's like the standards has changed where it's like things that you would consider a 10 in America for me, it's like Japan, that's like your average. An average 10 is like your like an average 8 in Japan. So it's like, it's more like you start getting more like, okay, this was good, but I know it could be better, you know?
Yeah. But why don't we get to just a little bit more specifics? Like, what do you think of, like, for instance, the clubs that you went to? Specifically, it was Baya in Shibuya.
yeah.
And then there was also, what was the other one again?
I went to Warp, and then I
Warp.
went to a place called, I think it's called Laurel. Laurel, yeah. Overall, it was amazing. I think Warp technically would be the better one out of all of them, but I did like that Laurel was free. And the thing about Baya is that I did like the aesthetic. At the beginning of Baya, I wasn't feeling it. I just thought, oh my God, I thought we were being like a catfish. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. But later on, it kind of got better. Like they start opening up more spots. So that was cool. But Warp to me so far has been amazing because it's like there's 3 different floors. It's like, it's hip hop, but there's also EDM if you want to go for the EDM side. It's just, overall, it was just a really cool experience. So I definitely, like, if you like clubbing or if you want to try it out, Japan's a great place. There's definitely a lot of foreigners too, so if you're worried about, oh, I don't want to be talking to Japanese people or the language barrier. But even with the language barrier, Japanese people are very, very nice. Like literally at Baya, I was talking to one of the dudes, and then later on, just all I did was gave him a compliment, and apparently he's like a worker here, and he gave me a free ticket to get a drink. And all I did was give the guy a compliment.
Nice.
So it was nice, you know?
Yeah, I also like went to Baya with Chuku for the first, two hours?
Yeah.
I ended up meeting someone who is also a musician, which I'm happy about. That's kind of like one of the reasons I'm here in Tokyo is to like try to meet more creative people. But for me personally, I'm not exactly a club or because I don't drink at all, and I also feel like it's just not my scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm willing to explore, and I'm also willing to go out for this guy. Since this is also his birthday week.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Which I'm so happy Scott was able to be here, you know?
Yeah. So you have like a friend here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because for me, when I started coming here, he wasn't at my area yet, so it was just me figuring things out. And again, that was where it was tougher. But then when he came, it's like we balanced each other out, where he was able to pick up on stuff that I wasn't able to notice, and then vice versa. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, there's definitely a lot that I've learned while just being in Japan in general that is similar across Japan, like, because I've mainly been in Kyoto, but there's definitely some similarities, like navigating the train system and navigating time and booking systems and how things work, I guess. You just gain
Yeah.
a better intuition. But yeah, it's been fun. Like, I'm glad you came. Like, I'm glad. It feels fun whenever I see a friend
Yeah.
from California, like here,
Yeah.
It's like, it's like my two worlds are mixing, I guess. But I love talking to Chuka because we always talk about creative things, and it's fun. It makes my brain think more, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, same. He gave me some tips. Like the biggest tip I learned from him today was just do what you like what you say, Don't focus too much on trying to be impressive or trying to appeal to people. Just do you and like what you're doing.
Yeah,
And
sort of
when
like these videos, right? Where we're literally just talking. and
Yeah.
It's whatever. Like the editing and whatever. There's a lot of sound, but who cares? It's just like for fun, Because I
Yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that. Thank you for participating.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
Again, I love videos. As you can tell, Imagine Blue, that's something me and him were doing
Yeah.
before. So it's good to be back and just express and share,
Yeah.
So
But thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And thank you
Peace.
for coming. Peace.
no problem.